Now you're thinking, we could just copy this number across. And you would be correct. Let's click on the cell that has the number that we want to copy. And now remember, in this cell is a formula. Here, let's zoom in on that real quick. That formula adds whatever is in B3 to whatever is in B4 equals B3 plus B4. All right, we're going to copy it. We clicked on the cell we want to copy. We tell it to copy. Edit, copy. We're going to select the cells where we want to paste it. We'll click on the first cell. Drag the mouse across until all the cells are selected. Go back to the menu, edit, paste. And look at that. We have the same number, but we don't have the same number because this cell has cell addresses in it. B3 to B4. What's in this cell? This cell has C3 to C4. When you copy and paste something, you're making an exact copy of whatever you have selected. It's the same in spreadsheets. If you copy a word and then paste it in a new cell, you're making an exact copy of the first word. If you copy a number and then paste it in a new cell, you're going to have the exact same number in that new cell. But it's not the same for formulas. When you copy a formula in one cell and then paste it in a new cell, the formula inside that cell will shift to match the new position. Like dancers. When one moves in one direction, the other dancer also moves in the same direction relative to their partner. So they're matching each other's steps, but not on top of each other's feet. If you copy a formula and paste it one cell to the right, the cell addresses in the formula also move one to the right, which is cool. So you don't have to type the same formula over and over. This is the default behavior for spreadsheets. This will happen automatically. If you copy a formula and paste it someplace else, the cell addresses will adjust to however many steps you moved in that direction. All right, now let's start adding to our expenses. I'm going to fill in the numbers. Go ahead and pause if you want and fill in those numbers too, or use your own numbers if you like. But we'll use the same procedure, copy and paste. All right, so I just wanted to fill in just the numbers for the expenses. Of course, there are other ways to do this, and there are even faster ways. As you learn more and get better, you will find them out. We will investigate them. But for now, for learning, let's just stick with one way to be consistent. Let's change up some of the numbers also, just so we can kind of make sure that our formulas are doing what they're supposed to do. So for utilities, we're going to change some of these numbers in utilities. All right, so we did that to reflect utility bills in Michigan. No, just to, like I said, check our expenses. Let's look at this number again. This is our total expenses. This is the sum of all of these 5 categories. And as we see here in the formula, let's just blow it up for a second. This cell contains whatever is held in B8 plus whatever is in B9 plus whatever is in B10 plus B11 plus B12 using cell addresses. And if we click on that, copy it, and then paste it across all of the columns that we're using here, that formula is pasted, and that formula is copied and pasted relative to the original. The original formula here contains cells that are in the column B. When we copied and pasted it when we copied and pasted it one column over, now the cell addresses are all in C. They've moved over one. The formula here in D, this was copied from B and pasted into D, even though we did several cells at one time. It was copied and pasted 2 columns over, and so all the cell addresses have moved 2 columns over. And the same thing. This is a convenient feature with spreadsheets. Often you want to use the same formula. It's a good formula, but you just want to use it in a different place. So you want to copy and paste it. So spreadsheets automatically will move the formula that's in that cell also. We'll move this cell addresses that are in that formula also. We can tell that it worked because we've got a different number in each of these total expenses because the utilities are different for each month also. In the next lesson, we are going to do some more adding. This time, we're going to put in a formula that adds each category all the way across so we can get a total for the year. But we're going to use a different but very convenient spreadsheet tool to do that.